together contract. But then there was another word, diatheke, that had to do with a one-sided agreement. And in the ancient world, that was always used for what we would call a last will and testament. You know that a person who makes a will is specifying, here's what is to happen upon my death, the distribution of my assets, and so forth. And perhaps your Uncle Milton will include you in his will, and when old Milty dies, then you'll get something. But there's no negotiation because in the will, he specified exactly what is to happen. Now, in our English Bibles, in many cases, there are two different words used to translate the same Greek word. So in the Greek text, it's always diatheke, and it is sometimes translated covenant, but beginning in verses 16 and 17, it's translated will. So it can get a little confusing. Don't let that throw you. What he's showing is this is a one-sided agreement made by God. It operates like a will in that someone has to die in order for it to go into effect. Verse 16, for where a will is involved, the death of the one who made it must be established. Verse 17, for a will takes effect only at death, since it is not in force as long as the one who made it is alive. And then he applies that to the earlier covenant, verse 18. Therefore, not even the first covenant was inaugurated without blood. And here we go back to the blood of these animals that were sacrificed. Verse 19 is explaining the beginning, the opening of the tabernacle service by Moses. For when every commandment of the law had been declared by Moses to all the people, he took the blood of calves and goats with water and scarlet wool and hyssop and sprinkled both the book itself and all the people, saying, this is the blood of the covenant that God commanded for you. And in the same way, he sprinkled with the blood both the tent and all the vessels used in worship. And I want you to picture that just for a moment.